a minute.
I only need a few more minutes.
Don't give up. You can make it.
You don't know that. I was hoping Ray would have done as I'd planned by now. It made it so much simpler.
Don't think about that now. Keep on task.
Yes, of course, you're right. And General, thanks for not running away.
I served during the Gaza riots, Doctor. The end of the world's almost routine.
But you may be able to figure something out, I don't know.
No. Ray, I'm gonna kill down. I don't belong here. All the Daleks are on the other side of the time rift. The doctor told me so. That's where I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to die here. I've got to make myself useful. I must fulfill my function. They must be destroyed. The Daleks will be destroyed. No!
What happened?
Ray went to the focal point. Instead of blowing up, the time rift destroyed her. Stabilized her now.
She sacrificed herself.
She didn't even know. She'd lost it. She just thought she was gonna get killed.
What?
The doctor. He knew she was going critical, and he just kept saying how much we needed her at the focal point. Kept telling her the Daleks were on the other side of the rift. Go and make yourself useful, isn't that what he said? Well, she was useful, wasn't she? He set it all up. Just her to buy time. Past. He knew she was gonna die, and he didn't do anything. He just used her. Just like he used me. Mr. Hartnell, take these back to the doctor. Let him get on with saving the planet. But just make sure you let him know Ray's dead. Tell him I'm dead.
I'm alive.
So why are we still alive?
Something fell into the edge of the focal point.
Probably someone.
Yes. Most likely a guard, poor soul. I wouldn't wish complete cellular disintegration on my worst enemy. Whoever he's got to. I thought Ethan Ray would have dragged him back by now.
The master? He's probably run for it.
We can hope.
The rift. It's still going.
Of course. Not enough matter fell into the rift to stabilize it for good. And once it gets back up to critical mass, it'll start the chain reaction all over
Mr.
again.
Hartnell.
Doctor, I've got a lot to tell you.
We've located the intruders. Safety's up. Follow me.
Of course Walker's working for the Daleks. He's a duplicate.
A what?
A clone. They once plotted duplicates throughout history in strategic positions.
And now they're using this one to take control of the time rift?
Yes.
What for?
The Daleks never accepted the failure of their invasion in Ray's time. Once, they tried to invade again using time travel. But they set up paradoxes, which unraveled themselves and caused their entire invasion to be cancelled out.
And the rift allows paradoxes to happen.
So the Daleks could use the time rift to invade? Here? Now?
Yes. They're probably already massing a battle fleet in their time zone. If they were to take it through the time rift, they could destroy all of human history. Except, of course, that the rift would simply go critical, and that would just blow up half the galaxy instead.
Daleks were involved all along?
Hawk had to be working for someone. So, I sent the resident Dalek killer to steal the data from the Dalek operative. There's a certain symmetry to that.
So, you did send her.
I made her want to go. More subtle that way. Anyway, I couldn't just tell her outright. The Master was listening. Where is she, anyway?
Come on, out with it. Why are you avoiding it?
She wanted to get back to her own time. She said something about killing Daleks. And she ran right into the rift.
No. I just wanted her to go get the data. I didn't realize how close she was to going critical.
Well, you told her to go make herself useful.
Well, I was just to make her go after Walker. I didn't see what it was doing to her. I was so focused on all my plans, I didn't realize what I was doing to her and Ace. Where's Ace?
Well, I was just getting to that. She tried to stop Ray.
You're certain?
I'm afraid so.
Doctor?
Go away, Brigadier.
Set up a defense perimeter. You're not to let any of them leave.
Doctor, the time rift.
It'll keep. The Time Lord needs some time.
I don't like to bore people with the details of what happened in Gaza. Let's just say I found out that sometimes you have to put off thinking about what you've lost. You've got to stay focused on the mission.
If I'd stayed focused on my mission, you'd all be dead. Sacrificed. That's the attitude Ace tried to kill me of. If I could just go on now without a second thought, she'd have failed.
She won't exactly have succeeded if we do get killed.
Keep your defensive positions out of sight. I'm going in alone.
They say a single death is a tragedy, and a million deaths is a statistic. Well, in my life, I've seen a million deaths with my own eyes.
How many have you saved?
How many did I cause? I've destroyed whole planets. By remote control. All nice and tidy. All in the name of the greater good.
Look, a guilt trip isn't going to bring Ace back.
I didn't have to push the button. I manipulated someone else into doing it for me. More subtle that way. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I'd rather pay attention to all the things you've accomplished.
I can't forget what I've accomplished. What all my plans lead to. Even the deaths of Daleks burn in my memory. All the time I spent planning from offstage won't change that.
Well, why do you keep planning these attacks, then?
You don't understand. I lay these plans to keep people from getting hurt. I deceive, I manipulate, and I kill. All in the name of saving lives from evil. But the people who get close to me keep on dying. I try so hard to be careful and only do good. And all it brings is more death.
At least what you do brings something. Look at me. Pull my strings, I make my deals. I lie when I'm told to. And for what? Politics? None of it will matter in 1,000 years. I don't make any real impact at all.
You've never ended a life.
Or never saved one. You know what? When Ray lost it, she ran right past me. I didn't move. Couldn't even think straight. I keep thinking if I'd tried something, I could have stopped her.
Guilty of all the good you didn't do.
I'm not a bad person. Really, I'm not. I just don't do anything really good, that's all.
You really think the choices I make about who dies are good?
At least you can face that kind of decision and do something. I don't have that kind of strength. I don't think I want to, but that's why we need you.
Ah well, pain it is. Let's finish this.
I'll play the general.
The time is out of joint. You cursed spite that ever I was born to set it right. Old Will knew me too well.
He walked in as though he owns the place.
But I do own the place.
Well then, your men pulled a gun on me in my HQ. I like to return favors.
What do you want?
I want her to drop that gun.
Doctor!
Even if you shot him, he'd still have time to press that button. And that brings the entire Dalek battle fleet through the rift to right here.
Thank you, sir.
So what's going to happen to us?
The Dalek Supreme wants you alive. For now, at least. After all, it would be a shame to waste your knowledge, since you know so much about the Time Rift. It was kind of fortunate that this fell through the rift. After all, it was the Time Rift that gave us the power to destroy you.
Do you have any idea what will happen if you press that button?
Tell me.
This city was almost destroyed when that gun fell through the rift.
What?
You didn't know? The Daleks didn't do their research. The rift is unstable. And if dropping one gun through it can vaporize an entire city, can you imagine what sending an entire Dalek battle fleet through it would do? World after world broken down to atoms. Empires of the future. Your empire never happened. Trillions will die or never be born. Is this what the Daleks want?
You're bluffing.
I am here. For good me overlook something in all your plans. You can manipulate things as much as you want, but you can never be sure of the impact you're really going to have. Enough impact to get us all killed!
I don't think so.
pulls the trigger. End of life. Save a world. You might want to talk to him. He's not used to making an impact. Go off and tell the world some cover story. I can handle things from here. I'll rebuild the machine in my TARDIS. As far as you're concerned, it's all over.
Thanks, Doctor. You came through. I'll trust you to take it from here.
It's all over.
I must congratulate you, Doctor, on dealing with the Dalek duplicate so effectively.
That wasn't me.
I thought Walker would have eliminated you all, leaving only him for me to deal with. I should also thank you for delaying the rift, despite my earlier sabotage.
That wasn't me either.
I hadn't thought I'd need your help, but you always come through for me. They're in critical mass. Which reminds me, the reason why I sabotaged the Metastream Accelerator is because had you succeeded in stabilizing the rift, this would be useless. Whereas now, all I need do is press this button and the Daleks enter the rift, and without knowing it, they destroy half the galaxy.
You're going to use that to hold the galaxy to ransom? Again?
This time, Doctor, you are in no position to stop me. Though I was hoping you would at least try.
You manipulated Walker, the Daleks' unit, me. Cost Ace her life. And for what?
Oh, just another wild scheme to change the universe, Doctor. You lie to yourself, Doctor. You must always justify your schemes as being part of some moral crusade. At least I'm honest enough to admit that I lay these plans because I enjoy them.
Mr. Hartnell just showed me what the greatest problem with being a planner is.
Which is?
That no matter how much you try to work from the sidelines, there still comes a moment where you have to do it yourself!
Not this time. Checkmate, Doctor.
Nope, don't think so. Hi. Ray. No, Ray's dead. Dead as a parrot. I'm just borrowing your body. Or what's left of it. It was kind of thrown at me after all.
What?
I can do that. I'm a time rift.
You're intelligent?
Oh, very good. I see why you think you're such a genius. Of course I'm intelligent. With all that matter and energy swirling around, something had to evolve. You know, I've never had a body before. I don't think I've got it quite figured out. It works.
What exactly do you want from us?
What I've always wanted.
No.
Chicken?
Yes. I planned all this to rule the galaxy, not destroy it.
You planned this? Who do you think you are? You probably think I just happened to grab the gun when Ray attacked you. If I hadn't, she'd have killed you.
You saved my life?
Of course. A twisted mind is a terrible thing to waste. What a wonderful toy. From the moment I saw you, I knew you were perfect to use. Beep.
You used me?
I think she used all of us.
He finally figures it out.
What did you bring us here for? Control of Gallifrey?
What would I want with a boring old planet like that? No, I just want someone to send lots of matter through me.
Like a Dalek battle fleet.
Yeah, and the more matter you feed me, the more powerful I grow.
So you staged all these incidents to attract attention?
Mm-hmm. The disappearances, the guns. I took a couple of Daleks on a trip to 2 million BC to get their attention. I even stole socks from people's dryers.
All perfectly staged managed to get time travelers to notice.
It was so much fun watching you. All this time, you two thought you were playing some twisted game of chess, when it was just me playing solitaire.
Keep her talking.
So you did it all? You planted Kramer's uniform?
I planted Ray. I mean, think about it. A Dalek killer just happens to turn up instead of a tree or half a dozen lemmings. I can't believe you missed that one. Hello?
You're a brilliant strategist, but a complete buffoon.
Well, children do take after their fathers.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Doctor. I exist because of time travel. Because people mess with history. And who tangles with timeline more than anyone? You, Daddy dearest.
Well done, Doctor.
If I created you, then it's my responsibility to make you see. If you push that button, you'll destroy us all, even yourself.
Oh?
It'll be the end of the galaxy. The web of time will be ripped into 1,000 tatters.
Just kidding.
You've got to believe me.
You're lying.
He's not.
You may be able to see all along the timeline, but even you can't tell what will happen once you get involved.
If you take any more matter through you, you will be destroyed.
Don't believe ya. I've got a cast iron dimensional vortex. I just saved a couple of Navy people, and I obviously haven't blown up.
And you're just short of the critical mass. You
No. I can't hear
And
you.
you're mad.
Mad as a porridge knife.
I'm serious.
I'm not.
You take anything else through you, you'll go critical.
Ray's the one you sent critical.
You'll never live to do it.
You're getting boring.
No!
Bang bang!
All units advance.
The chain reaction. She started it.
No. I started this.
You fool, you destroy my party.
I'll destroy the rift.
But you could kill yourself.
I'm touched.
I'm just gonna let you get killed.
I'm a very foolish, fond old man.
Yeah.
City is safe, as requested.
And Ray's dead.
She's far from the only one. Still, it could have been much worse. Suppose this almost counts as a happy ending. Let's just go back to the temple.
No. We're finished. You sacrificed Ray. You set us up.
Ace, no! I didn't know she was so unstable. I didn't know what she was going to do. I made a mistake. And she died for it. It does happen, you know. When you're juggling billions of possible futures, some do get dropped.
Dropped? Is that all Ray is to you? A dropped ball? I used to think you were different. I thought you were some kind of hero. You're not better than the rest of us.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that's why I need people like you. To pull my nose out of the chessboard. To remind me that these are people's lives we're dealing with. Just perhaps. I need you to make me better than the rest of them. But you're right. I can't force you to be part of it. Not if what I do hurts you so much.
Maybe I'll find some monsters of my own to fight.
I think you will. Bye. Thank you. Because I didn't know what I was doing. A lot of good people died. It stopped being fun. So I have to be careful, don't you see?
Why do you keep doing it then?
Because what's the alternative? Sit back and watch like the rest of the Time Lords? I don't think either of us can stand that. Besides, there are worlds, races, meadows out there, which only exist because we saved them. It helps to remember that. And it's what it's all for.